Give me a minute and let's talk about non content creators and troll interactions. So, this is part two in a series we're calling Starve the Trolls, and I encourage you to use that hashtag. And Katarina X has a great question. So, what's the advice for non content creators? I hate to see disinformation without at least marking the commentator as a troll. Should I not engage? And that's a great question. What is the best way for non content creators to handle this garbage? Now, everybody knows it's my opinion that their content creators have a responsibility, in my opinion. When somebody comes on your content and makes a blatant lie, something that we know is not true, like this war is the result of NATO. NATO pushed Russia into this war. Please, give me a break. That kind of shit, right? It should be deleted because the more that, and that person should be blocked because the more that that kind of cancerous disinformation is allowed to pollute and poison our political dialogue, it's a problem. Now, you have 200,000 viewers. You don't have the time to curate your content like that. And I understand that. But as a viewer, when I see that stuff on somebody's page, what's the best thing for me to do? Ignore it. Just ignore it. Don't engage in any way. The paid trolls, and it's hard to tell them sometimes from just the fanatics, the paid trolls get paid for engagement. When I think back, and here's the thing, guys, this is the tricky part. We are living in a world that nobody has ever lived in before. We're living in a world that many of us can't even imagine that there is a foreign adversary who thinks it's a good idea to pay people to pretend to be Westerners on social media and spread a bunch of disinformation and lies. And the fact is, it was a good idea. It was a great idea. Because these termites have been eating at the foundations of our political dialogue and our democracy now for 10 years. And for 7 of those years, most of us didn't even know it. We had no idea that I wasn't really talking to somebody in Michigan. I was talking to somebody in St. Petersburg, and I was making that guy rich. I was making his day easy by arguing with him as if he were sincere in his beliefs. They're not. These people aren't sincere in their beliefs. They know they're lying. They know their job is to spread lies, and they get paid for that. And every time that we engage, every time that we legitimize them, it's putting money in their pockets. That's a fact. And so, Katarina, on this platform, my best advice is to not engage at all. On other platforms, you can downvote, right? You can dislike their comments. That, I've been doing some reading, and there are a lot of folks that advocate that it assists in the algorithm not amplifying those messages. And so that is something to consider. If you can downvote or dislike a comment, maybe you can do that on TikTok too. Dude, I'm such a newbie at TikTok. I swear to God. But if you can dislike a comment, dislike it. Other than that, do not engage. As a consumer of content, know that these people are not sincere. They're not the people that they say they are. They are they are on here because it's their job. And their job is to lie to you, upset you, and frustrate you. And the more that we engage with them, the more power we give them. And so I would encourage you to not engage at all. And thanks, that's a great question. And I hope that this is helpful. And I hope that people embrace this strategy because we have a real problem, guys. We have a foreign enemy that is hell-bent on our destruction. And for very little money, they are convincing lots of us in the West that everything is our fault, that they're blameless, and that their army is better than ours, and that we should be afraid of them. This is all nonsense of the first order, and the Ukrainians are showing us the way. Make no mistake. If you like what I do, please like, subscribe, and share. If you can, join the Patreon. If you join the Patreon at $30 a month or more, like Mike Ryan did, you will get a video sponsored. And so, Mike Ryan, this one is for you. Thanks, brother. I literally could not do this without you. Make it a great day.